What's going on YouTube? Stove Sports here, doing my first video. I'm going to go over some of the cards I picked up at the National. I went 2 days last week. First one, bought low on this guy. I love the 1968 Topps design. And, you know, it's kind of funny because at first when it came out, I hated it. And for some reason it grew on me after I bought a few packs. This guy just got sent down to the minors. I don't know. I think he has some upside, and I just thought it was a cool card and definitely buying low on it. I spent, I think, 20 bucks on this one. Sorry for the background noise. This other one of my favorite baseball players of all time. I am a White Sox fan. I have wanted this card for a long time, and for whatever reason, I've held off buying it. There's a million of them in Gem Mint 10. And the price has been, I don't know, very slowly climbing, but very stable overall. So I kind of figured, you know, whatever, I'll pick up other stuff that the price might be more volatile on. But with this one, I got to the show, I saw one within 5 minutes, and I knew immediately, okay, it's time to buy one. You know, first ballot Hall of Famer, one of my favorite players of all time from my favorite team. There's no excuse not to have a Gem Mint 10 of Frank Thomas. Got a couple ungraded cards. First one, there he is, Aaron Judge, Topps Series 1. The exact thing I said to the guy was, I'll be the sucker that buys high on these. I mean, I'm not buying this as an investment. I paid $12 for an ungraded base rookie card. You know, there's a million of these as well. I just think it's a cool card, and no matter what happens in his career from here on out, it'll kind of remind me of when I got back into cards. I grew up collecting cards, stopped in the early 2000s and picked up a couple years ago. Stopped for a little bit, and I've been picking up stuff pretty heavily for the last 6 months or so. I'm a relatively low-end collector. I wouldn't say the lowest end, but I don't spend too much on cards. But yeah, this one, I don't know. I might grade it. I'll see. I need to take a closer look at it, but I just think it has a chance of being an iconic card, like the 89 Upper Deck Griffey card. I'm not saying he's as good as Griffey by any means, but I just think it's a cool looking card, and I think people will always look back at the craze, whatever happens here on out in his career, just the craze of how much he tore up the league the first half of 2017. And who knows? I mean, maybe he'll go on and continue to just dominate, and I don't know. I think it's too early. I think people, they get way too hyped up over guys. They extrapolate how they're doing over a small sample, but he has a special talent for sure. As I mentioned, I'm a White Sox fan. I thought I'd pick up the factory variation. I think I paid $3 for this. His first rookie card is on the Red Sox, which, you know, that is the team that he made his debut with. But as I mentioned, I'm a White Sox fan, so I thought I'd pick up one of these. I have a couple of his Red Sox Series 1, but I thought I'd pick up this one while I have a chance. I thought he got severely injured the other day. You need Willie Garcia in the outfield, and I was like, oh, great. I mean, he is like literally the only thing to be excited about as a White Sox fan right now. All right, this one, kind of a splurge buy. I don't know. I like Stanton. I don't really know what to make of him, though. I don't think anyone else does either. I think it's almost that he's undervalued based on his injury history. But if you look at his numbers, I mean, if he's able to stay relatively healthy the rest of his careers, I think he has an outside shot at 500 home runs. Now, the interesting thing about this card, when I looked up the pop reports on PSA, I know this is a BGS, but I looked at the pop reports and I saw that the non-refractor version is very uncommon to this wrapper redemption. I don't really know the story behind that, but that's pretty... My cat's jumping up on the desk, of course. Yeah, I don't know. That's unusual to me. I kind of always just associate refractors with scarcity. So maybe the 5 people that watch this video, maybe somebody can help me out on this one. I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm trying to figure this out. I have my phone precariously balanced on a shoebox right now. I don't know. I'll figure that out as I go. But yeah, this one, 20 bucks. I don't know. Like I said, long term, obviously, if you haven't noticed the theme so far, I collect rookie cards. Just the fact that he has an outside shot at 500 home runs, and he's just an awesome player. Speaking of rookie cards, this is not a rookie card. As I said before, I really like the 1968 Topps design. I just think it's so neat. It's just so different, you know? So I figured, why not pick up a vintage card? I went into the show thinking I needed to pick up one vintage card at least. I'm not a huge vintage collector, but I would like to pick up some of these real iconic guys. And I came across this one, I saw it, and if any of you have been to the National, I mean, it is just so overwhelming. It's unbelievable. I heard people say that 1,000 times, and whatever, okay. I watch videos of people walking through, that sports card radio guys, that guy that does all those videos. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's crazy, but, I'm expecting that. But when I got there, like, I just walked around. I had no sense of order as far as, like, following the aisles. I just walked around the entire first day, and I saw this card, this exact card, and I said, wow, that looks like a really nice 5. A really nice 5. And I've heard guys like Elite Co 3 talk about how you buy the card, not the grade. And I wasn't looking to spend a ton of money, but this one, they were asking 50 bucks for it. So I wrote down the booth number because I was going to be back the next day on Saturday. And I spent the whole day walking around looking for stuff, and on my way out, it was my last day, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go find that Hank Aaron 1968 Topps card. So I go to the booth and I asked them, because I couldn't find it. I said, hey, do you have the 68 Topps Aaron? And the lady said, no, we don't have that. And then I realized I wrote the wrong booth number. I wasn't like devastated or anything, but I was disappointed because I had it in my mind that I really wanted this card. So I walked around for the next 10 minutes, which it takes an entire day to walk around the whole place. And I kind of gave up. I said, you know what, this is a needle in a haystack, whatever. So I walked past a booth that had a few 68s. It was all vintage stuff. I didn't see it, so I left. I started walking away, and then I turned around to go find my friend to say bye, and then there it was at that booth I just walked past. And I was so excited, I didn't even negotiate. I know some of these have gone on eBay for like 30 bucks. I didn't even negotiate. I was so ecstatic. I said, okay, I want that Aaron for 50 bucks. And I think the lady thought it was funny that I didn't even try to haggle with her. I just picked it up. I just absolutely love this card. Hank Aaron. Just beautiful. The coloring on this is just so beautiful. And it's in the new PSA holder. I don't really care about that. I know some people do. Oh, on the subject of haggling, I was shocked. A bunch of people told me it was hard to find deals at the show. I didn't pay over eBay for pretty much anything. I mean, if something was under 50 bucks, I asked them if they would accept 5 off. Only one guy said no. If it was over 100, I asked for 10 off for these next 2 cards I'm going to show you, and they instantly accepted. So this next one, I think this is such a cool card. These are Topps Sapphire. If you don't know anything about these, it was a chrome set released, and I don't know how much it cost, but it was quite a bit. I want to say like $1,500, $2,000. They only made 250 of the sets, and they're on this higher stock paper. They all look like this. It's almost like a cracked ice look in this blue color. So it's not numbered to 250, but there are only 250 of these. Now, I kind of saw a parallel in these to Topps Tiffany, and if you look at Topps Tiffany stuff, it's a higher end Topps product with a limited amount. If you look at the 90s rookies and you look at what their Topps Tiffany go for versus just the base, I mean, it's exponentially more valuable. Now, I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be exponentially more valuable, but I do think that these are somewhat undervalued right now. And for this guy, I mean, I don't like to like I was talking about with Judge, I don't like to overhype or extrapolate too much, but I think this guy does have a shot at the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's been in the league a few years. He won Rookie of the Year. I foresee possibly a few MVPs, and if he lasts around long enough, I think he has a shot at the Hall of Fame. Now, if that happens, I think this card's going to be worth quite a bit. Now, I'm not looking just to make money, but nobody wants to buy something that's going to lose a ton of value. So, guy was asking 110 for this. I've seen him go on eBay for 150 or 160, and I asked him if he'd take 100, and the guy accepted. Really nice guy. I actually walked by and looked at this card like 3 times because I wasn't sure, and the guy remembered me the next day, and he's like, "You still looking for that Seager Sapphire?" That was impressive to me that he remembered who I was. So yeah, picked it up for $100. Last one. 2001 Topps Chrome Traded Ichiro. I just think this is a really neat card. I was looking for the non-chrome version. I didn't see any at the show, which I was shocked about. I was looking for the non-chrome one because it is more scarce, and I think it's a better long-term investment. I like how the chrome looks more. I think anyone in this generation that collects cards prefers chrome. I don't know why. I mean, it's just cool looking, but I wanted the non-chrome version. I also was looking for the non-chrome version of the Pujols in the same set, 2001 Topps Traded. The chrome, they were inserts, I think. In each pack there was a chrome card. So there's less of them. However, there's less Gem Mint 10 regular ones because they grade tougher. Didn't find the Pujols. And then this was the only one of this one I saw. So I said, okay, I got to get it. Obviously, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, 3,000 hits, all that stuff. I also was looking for the 2000 Topps Miguel Cabrera, and I found one guy who had like 15 of them, all Gem Mint 10s, but the guy was kind of a douchebag. He was asking a fair price, and I tried to haggle with him a little bit. As I mentioned, on all the other cards, I was haggling, and people were nice about it. I mean, you could always say no. I'm not saying he was a douche for saying no, but I was a little bit put off by him kind of dismissing me. He had like some really high-end stuff, and I think he was kind of annoyed I was wasting his time trying to save like $10 on a card. He was asking 100 on the Miguel Cabrera, and I offered him 90, and he just said no. I said, okay, all right. So I was disappointed I didn't get that. I probably should have, but whatever. They come up online. Back to the 2001 Topps Chrome, or 2001 Topps Traded. I saw a guy selling a box of these, unopened box, and I really considered getting it. He was asking 160. I just thought it'd be exciting to try to find the Pujols Ichiro, and there's even a Pujols and Ichiro dual card, which I think is neat. But you know, there's some risk there. There's no guarantee you'll get a 10 or even a 9. I know a lot of the cards like stick together. So I passed on it. They come up on eBay once in a while, the hobby boxes of these. I might eventually pick one up. I just think it'd be neat to pull it out of the pack, if nothing else. And you know, if they look good, you can submit. You could submit to PSA and possibly end up with a Gem Mint 10 Pujols and or Ichiro card for, I don't know, those boxes go between like 120 and 140 on eBay. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling. This is not a great first video. Definitely makes me appreciate the videos that other people put out. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff without sounding like an idiot, which usually doesn't bother me. But yeah, I am going to go through, talk about my pickups. This hobby can be kind of lonely. You know, you're kind of in it on your own, and anybody who collects cards, they know that people kind of, I don't know, they kind of scoff at you when you talk to them that you're collecting cards. Oh, those things aren't worth anything. Oh, okay, whatever, you know. But anyway, yeah, it'd be cool to kind of hop into the community and talk to people about their collections, maybe trade, maybe give away stuff to help out other people. I don't have a ton, but I'm slowly building up my PC, and I'm pretty excited about these cards I picked up from the National. And I will be doing some kind of giveaway. I'm going to call it my Stove Sports 0th subscriber giveaway, because I have no subscribers because this is my first video. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my rambling. and I will catch you next time.